welcome to Partner 5 and 5. Robert here from Knight Solutions. Today we've got Naomi from StructShare. Great to have you with us. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Robert.
Fantastic. Well, good to have another integration company with us. And we sort of talking beforehand, we actually both worked at Procore at a very similar time. So lots of things to talk about, but obviously not here to talk about ourselves today. We're going to talk about StructShare, which is great. Obviously looking at another product and very, very interested to find out what it does. So let's jump straight in. 5 questions in 5 minutes, or as close as we can to 5 minutes, and start with the all-important question is really what are the problems and pains that StructShare solve for those in construction?
Yeah, great question and a good place to start. Ultimately, StructShare is a purchasing, material, and inventory management solution.
Okay.
Right. So we take a very complex purchasing process that is very prone to error, that has a lot of inefficiencies in it. We centralize it in one platform. We modernize it by keeping all the information and data stored so that you can learn from your mistakes and learn from your successes over the course of the project, and ultimately enhance communication between all the stakeholders involved in the purchasing process. So that means the field, that means the office staff, that means the suppliers that a lot of our especially contractor customers are working with as well.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like a really important piece. And material management procurement is only getting more complex and cumbersome and expensive as well. So that's great. So let's have a chat about who this is going to be best for. So what type of companies, they obviously builders, you might call them GCs, is it subcontractors, and also within those customers, which role or roles finds the most use for the product?
Yeah. So ultimately, StructShare is a really, really great software solution for any specialty trade contractors. I can even call them subbies for our Australian friends over here.
Subbies, that's the word. Yeah,
it's going to be for the subbies. It's going to be for the self-performing general contractors as well. Now, this is a solution that really benefits everybody within these organizations, but it really all starts with the purchasing managers or the purchasing team. These are individuals that are receiving requests for materials from various foremen on all of their different job sites. They're getting them in a number of different ways. They could be emails, phone calls. These could be, scratch pieces of paper that are left on somebody's desk, and they expect the materials to be on the job site on time. So ultimately, they have a very difficult job. I know if there are any purchasing managers listening to this, they'll appreciate the shout out. But our system here really streamlines the effort for that purchasing cycle. We empower the field to leverage our very simple mobile application to quickly make orders from the job site for materials when they need them. This standardizes the process for the purchasing managers that pick things up from there. They can use our system to request quotes. They can subsequently draft the purchase orders that are sent directly to suppliers. This creates a method for chat communication between the purchasing managers and the suppliers they work with. Our app helps them track the deliveries on site, manage inventory, and that's really just the tip of the iceberg for StructShare.
Yeah, it sounds like lots of stuff, and you seem pretty excited about it, which is great.
Love it.
So let's get the context of Procore, because that's obviously where we're focused. StructShare on its own sounds like a really strong product. How does it work with Procore? So if we've got both Procore account, StructShare account, how does that integrate, and how am I going to benefit from that in terms of the two working together?
Yeah, so integrating these two systems is really, really quick, really easy. It's about as easy as logging into the Procore system, right?
Gotcha.
And I know firsthand from experience implementing customers over on the Procore side, the worst thing about going and checking with another software solution that was integrated through the marketplace was a really, really challenging integration process. So we wanted to remove all the red tape there, make it very quick, very easy. You log into the Procore system, and at that point, you can start the live transfer of information. You can feed your projects, suppliers, users, cost codes, all from the Procore system directly into StructShare, where you'll go ahead and start that purchasing cycle. Subsequently, from our system, we'll be sending all of the purchase orders that are being created directly into the Procore commitments tool. We'll also be sending over approved invoices that are reconciled against those POs using our matching technology. Ultimately, this keeps both systems speaking the same language and starting on the same day. So ultimately, you can be sure that you're getting the right information, and then also leverage the Procore system to pick things up from a reporting standpoint. All of that purchasing content, all that data that you had on our side is now subject to all the powerful tools that you can find on the Procore side as well.
That sounds good. And one of the things we actually hear, just one of the things you mentioned, just picking up on that, is it's not too hard to create purchase orders in a general context, but obviously reconciling it from the material deliveries or the delivery dockets, that's captured with StructShare as well.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, awesome.
Our matching technology is going to take those invoices, match them to the purchase orders, as well as the delivery confirmation, which is a really important piece. You know, sometimes it's on accident, sometimes it's on purpose. Suppliers are going to charge for more than what they actually sent to a job site. This is a great way to quickly, side by side, see if there are any errors in the invoicing process. You know, reach out to the suppliers for revised invoices if there's any failures.
Awesome.
You can ultimately save time on the review process, but also money on the processing.
Yeah, that's awesome, because I mean, from my perspective, the commitments tool, and if you're not familiar with anyone listening, it's obviously purchase orders, subcontracts. I think the subcontract side has got a lot of attention, but it's really good to see there's something like that for purchase orders and materials. So we are pushing time a bit. I'm enjoying the conversation, so let's keep going. But let's talk about, which is, and I always say it's really big for me. I mean, I look at StructShare and I like it, I buy it. What's my experience after that, and how do you support customers through the implementation rollout, but also ongoing support if I have any issues?
Yeah, and that's an excellent question. Probably the one that's most near and dear to my heart, being the director of customer success over at StructShare. So, you know, we learn from the best. We pulled a page out of the Procore book as far as bringing a high-tech solution to what's historically been a relatively low-tech industry. We spend a lot of time making sure that we understand what our customers are up against in current state. What are their challenges? What are their goals for a system like this? And what does their current process look like? You know, from our experience, we found that no one construction company is exactly the same, even within the same trade department. You know, the way that these companies are running their processes will vary from place to place. And that's where the malleability and the flexibility of the StructShare system becomes really valuable. You're assigned a customer success manager at the onset of your journey with StructShare. You're going to go through a very refined onboarding process that will also be tailored to your specific company, your specific processes. We, on the customer success side, our top priority is to get you guys quick time to value and effective value. It's not enough to just get you that low-hanging fruit. We want to come in and help you redefine the purchasing process so that you can spend more time doing the things that construction companies do.
Awesome. That sounds really good. Well, let's finish up on one of my favorite questions, which is, you know, product is always evolving. So within the realm of what you can disclose, 6 to 12 months from now, how does StructShare look different? What are you kind of looking at adding? What are you most excited about?
Yeah, we've got a lot of really big plans here at StructShare. We're very excited about them. For anyone that's interested in hearing about these over time, we do also have a monthly product update. I'd be happy to share it with anyone that's interested.
Yeah, great.
But notably, what's coming over the next 6 months, we're going to be having direct API integrations to a number of different ERP systems in the workspace for construction. This is something that our current customers are really excited about, something that a lot of the prospects that we've been talking to have been really jazzed about as well. We're about to support the capability of maintaining inventory counts between multiple warehouses that a single specialty contractor might be operating. There's going to be a number of different functions involved in that, transferring this inventory from warehouse to another, making sure that you're able to process returns that are being sent back to suppliers through these warehouses. A number of really great features associated with that. And one thing that I'm really excited about too is the advanced reporting dashboards that we've been putting together. These are coming out very, very soon. And for me, this is sort of what kind of tied the whole StructShare system together. One of the really valuable things we do is maintain and track all of this purchasing data that all of these different contractors are going to execute against over time. This is really where you start to learn from all of those decisions that have been made over the course of a project lifecycle and improve the future projects to maximize efficiency.
Nice. Well, that's a good little list, and I think we're at top of time. It's been really good talking to you, Noam. We'll no doubt speak soon, and look forward to seeing the product develop. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Robert. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Take care.
Cheers. Thank you.